Hey everyone, and welcome to a comparison video between the two 1/12 scale Wonder Woman SH Figuarts, of course designed by Bandai Tamashii Nations. The one on the right is the Justice League version, and the one on the left is the most recent release, the Wonder Woman 1984 version. And in case you haven't already, after this video, you can check the link in the description below as I've done a full unboxing and review of the Wonder Woman 84 SH Figuarts. So let's begin with the comparison. Now, first I'm going to start off with the packaging, which is the box, because to me it's pretty important to have a nice box, especially when you spend a high amount of money on some quality figures and you want to keep the box as a backdrop and just leaving it on your shelf. It does actually make a difference. So the size comparison, the Justice League version is actually slightly bigger because there's extra accessories, but looking at the designs, I actually prefer the Wonder Woman 84 one because this is the new design of the way Tamashii Nations have done their boxes, using the real photo of Gal Gadot here, whereas this one is sort of like a printed version of the figure. But you can see at the front also we have the Wonder Woman logo printed on the transparent plastic as well. And then if we take a look at the side, this one uses a smaller photo, whereas the Justice League version has the full photo. And then on the other side it's slightly different, as again the Justice version just uses a full text. And then the bottom is a bit different again. Justice League version goes all the way around, whereas this one is a separate picture. And then the top we have the logos, and on the back it's the photo in different poses. Now the Justice League version obviously had a darker tone, so you can see the whole armor is slightly different. She also has this sort of strap around her to carry the lasso, whereas the Wonder Woman 84 one is matching the 80s theme, so it's a lot more vibrant and colorful, and the lasso is also attached to her belt. So first thing I noticed is that the lasso is a bit more loose on the one on the Justice League, whereas this one doesn't move. Even if you move the figure, you have to twist it, which actually allows a bit of articulation, which I actually prefer. So as well as the armor difference, of course the main thing is their head sculpts, and I think pretty sure most people would say that the Wonder Woman 84 face resembles Gal Gadot a lot more. You can see the detail, the face printing, even the skin tone is probably a bit better. Whereas the Justice League version, I think a lot of people did complain about it being a bit too pale. Even the lips are not as detailed. It is still a nice figure, and I think it does resemble Wonder Woman, but it's not as nice as the 84 version. The hairstyles, of course, are also a bit different. You can see that the 84 version has a darker tone, which to me is slightly more realistic, and it's slightly longer as well overall. And also I think they've used sort of like a front and back piece, whereas the Justice League version they've used a top and bottom. So you can see that the hairstyles are slightly different, and again I actually prefer the 84 version. As for the build and height, this is actually probably the most similar. They look the same to me when I put their legs together. And obviously the difference I mentioned before is the skin tone of the 84 version is probably a bit more realistic, as this one is a bit too pale for me. So that's the overall look comparison, and I think we can go on to the accessories now. So for the Justice League version of the accessories, we get the shield, sword, lasso, as well as a alternative head sculpt and 2 sets of alternative hands. For the Wonder Woman 84 version, we get the lasso, a piece to connect onto the belt, a alternative face, and 3 sets of alternative hands. So now let's compare the two lassos, as they're slightly different in shape, length, and color. For the Justice League version, you can see it's slightly shorter as it's only curled up on one end. It also uses a lighter gold tone, whereas the 84 version is much longer, also curled up on both sides and uses a darker gold tone. I do prefer the Wonder Woman 84 version simply because of the shape and size. It allows a bit more dynamic in the posing. but I'm pretty sure they're both good in their own way and they are interchangeable. And both the sword and the shield are compatible for the Wonder Woman 84. And here is the Wonder Woman 84 head sculpt on the Justice League armor. Despite the differences in the skin tone, I think this works and it improves the Justice League version overall. And if you want to, you can also put the Justice League version on the head sculpt on the Wonder Woman 84 armor. Unfortunately, you can't use both the Wonder Woman 84 faces on both the figures, as that one is only a face swap, whereas the Justice League version, you have to swap the full head. So both the Wonder Woman SH Figuarts are great figures. Of course, the 84 version resembles Gal Gadot a lot more with the face sculpt, hair color and skin tone. Also really like the vibrant colors of that armor. But the Justice League version isn't a bad figure, as we saw this armor in both the Solo movie and Dawn of Justice, and of course it will feature in next year's Justice League. Also, if you want the iconic weapons like the sword and shield, you only get it in the Justice League version, although the lasso in the 84 version is slightly better. So despite the Justice League being a great figure, I think the Wonder Woman 84 version is the best 1/12 scale of Wonder Woman so far. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, you can check the link in the description below for the full unboxing and review of the Wonder Woman 84 SH Figuarts. Thanks for watching and hope to see you soon.